If you've been watching the Duke and Duchess of Sussex closely toward the end of 2025, you might have noticed something interesting. Quiet moves, strategic shifts, and a very deliberate clearing of the board. No dramatic announcements, no flashy press tours. Just a series of staffing and structural changes that, when you connect the dots, paint a very clear picture. And today, that's exactly what we're doing, reading the tea leaves. Because sometimes what isn't shouted from the rooftops tells you more than any headline ever could. Let's start with Archewell. Toward the end of 2025, several staffing moves suggested that Archewell Productions is being ramped up, not as a vanity label, but as a serious production entity. My interpretation? Harry and Meghan are stepping back from being the faces of content and leaning harder into being the makers of it. That's a major shift. Instead of appearing on camera or centering themselves in every project, it looks like they're focusing on developing, producing, and backing stories that align with their values. That's how long-term media players operate. That's how you build influence without burnout. At the same time, Archewell Foundation evolving into Archewell Philanthropies is another clue. That name change isn't cosmetic, it signals a tighter, more targeted charitable approach. Less scatter, more focus, streamlined giving, clear priorities. Again, this is what maturity looks like in an organization that's settling into its lane. None of this feels random. It feels intentional. Now let's talk about Meghan. Because if Archewell is being refined, as ever is being expanded. All signs point to Meghan going all in on her lifestyle brand. And to do that, she's clearly tried to clear other commitments off her plate. That tells me one thing. As ever isn't a side project anymore. It's the main event. We've already seen how certain products consistently sell out. The crepe mixes, gone. The shortbread mixes, gone. Rainbow sprinkles, absolutely gone. Even some jam flavours disappeared almost instantly. Now listen, I support Meghan 1000%, but I did giggle a little at the orange marmalade situation. That one wasn't exactly flying off the shelves. It felt more like a generous giveaway than a bestseller. But the raspberry jam, incredible. The apricot, a personal favourite. And I will continue to campaign for the strawberry jam to be sold as a standalone product because, honestly, the people deserve it. The point is, this brand has real demand. So, when the Daily Mail claims that a cookbook might be coming, do we really need a palace sauce or a crystal ball to believe that? Of course not. Meghan herself previewed the idea during a question and answer last year. She didn't confirm it, but she didn't shut it down either. And let's be honest, a cookbook is the most natural next step imaginable. As ever already lives in the kitchen. A cookbook would anchor the brand, not distract from it. I'll say it plainly. I'll buy it. I'm the target audience. And beyond books, expansion into cookware, homeware, teas, and those beautifully branded candles just makes sense. This is how lifestyle brands grow, slowly, deliberately, and with cohesion. And let's not forget the as-ever wine. If that line has truly taken off, it's no surprise. People trust Meghan's taste, especially when it comes to wine. That trust is brand gold. Also, can we talk about the chocolate bars for a second? That milk chocolate bar was amazing. No notes. Now, here's where things get interesting. On one hand, you have commentators like Rebecca English suggesting the business isn't going well. On the other, you have the very same outlet, yes, the Daily Fail, publishing reports about expansion plans and growth for another strong year. Their readers are being played. These stories are often written as if they're hard facts, so if plans change or timelines shift, they can later be labelled as another Sussex failure. It's a classic setup. Clicks now, criticism later. But anyone paying attention can see what's really happening. A brand being built carefully, a production arm being strengthened, and a philanthropic vision being refined. That's not chaos, that's strategy. So, my absolute take in a nutshell about this is that whatever the Sussexes' vision is for themselves and their business is what I support. Meghan is incredibly smart, and after having been in the foundation space for a number of years, I trust their judgment in deciding which and what direction they need to go. Remaining stagnant does not seem to be a part of their DNA, nor the right thing for them to do for the growth and needs they wish to fill. My credit card is primed and ready for anything Meghan is selling, period. So, there you have it, Squaddies. No crystal ball required. The Sussexes' late 2025 moves suggest focus, consolidation, and long-term thinking. Archwell is evolving, as ever is growing, and a cookbook? That would be the least surprising development of all. As always, these are my interpretations, but the patterns are hard to ignore. Thank you so much for watching, Squaddies. If you enjoyed this breakdown, you know what to do. And until next time, it's a wrap.